aggressive bruisery type champions rather than the tanks we have generally seen him on in the LEC. So both teams bringing out the big guns in this game one. We talked a lot about the draft as we've gone through here, Finn.
These are his chickens.
That battle in the jungle one that we really want to keep our eyes on. So much of Navi's success is predicated on a LEC getting ahead as Jun looks for the Tandor Barbs. Roop's coming down as Jackie's going in for the chains. Ismo with the great flash. LEC joins in, but now he's in a 1v3 and has to use the Aegis Assault to get out.
I would love to see that again. Try to reach Jackie's there. Really just trying to pounce through here, but that dragon is done and dusted and is an ex-dragon. He is deceased. He's gonna be pushed in for probably 5 more minutes.
That's an expensive purchase from where he is. Yeah, you can see the Phage coming out. Pop Blossom immediately as Jackie's just deletes Paris with the help of Jun. They can have this level of competition. Obviously, Navi, you don't put in the same breath as a KC, as a G2 right now, but
ooh, danger.
3-1 as they go in with public execution here. Kobe in with a hero's entrance as well. TP coming out to try and help out. Jackie's jumps onto Maino, who uses that repudiation shield. Lot gonna dash back with a leap strike, but the Justice Punch finds him, and Poby takes Navi's first kill of the game.
Dive nice, and with the Galio to boot, was an easy pickup for the Jax, or for the Ambessa in the end there.
Yeah, good play all round from Navi as Isma goes in with the cease and desist. Noah and Jun on their way across. Poby looking for the winds of war on the enemy jungler, but Isma surviving through it. Sundered Sky and Triumph rocking enough to keep him alive. Pop Blossom finds Poby. It's gonna be 2, and the True Shot Barrage does not sing true. Navi lose 2 in the river off Isma, just being really aggressive.
I mean, you see why they drafted this. Vi, Nico, Kai'Sa.
But that dragon of the game has been started. Yep, okay, part of this is Isma's not here. He's resetting Navi using a good window there, where the timing from trying to drop on a LeBlanc in top lane, very difficult to do because he has flash and double distort. Or are we trying to force a fight around a Rift Herald where they're TPing in for it? There's Giant X are all in the back of the pit. Pop Blossom out from Jun, flashes in, LEC flashes out, but again, the Nami is fish food. Jackie's able to flash out towards the backside. Isma getting out through the Rift Herald as well as LEC dives onto the backline, but the rest of Navi are nowhere to be seen. Noah takes the kill, a charge away by Isma, still gets the Herald into the tower as Giant X play the fight perfectly. And GX do any damage, and there's so much damage on the Giant X composition. Jackie's bursting people with this Luden's Companion. You've got the Kraken Slayer already complete as well as Jackie's does jump forward. Oh, Acroprism there from Paris. Just shy of clipping onto Jackie's heels. Jun here to protect True Shot Barrage. Will clip him! I thought Jackie's was safe from that one. I think he did too with this.
And beware to join any fight that's happening, but any fight that will be happening will be bad for Navi right now.
Look at the positioning here.
Oh, back by lots.
Just gets walked straight into the backline. Pop Blossom going out, and again the fight is so split for Navi. Giant X dissect them, and Paris quickly going to become Sashimi. He's been gobbled up by a lot. Navi lose 3 immediately. And Giant X's team fighting.
That's a ward! This actually might be a dragon opportunity for Navi, unless Lot wants to be a hero together with Jackie's here.
Navi, Paris is dead! Paris is dead!
Where did he go?
Flash the wall! And now the dragon might be Navi's downfall. It's a public execution going in onto Noah, but he still had the killer instinct, so he jumps across the wall. Noah and Jun keeping Mainta, LEC, and Samdi busy, while Poby finds himself in a 2v1 towards the bottom side. Giant X find 2 again. They may regret it. I think the ambulance was called for Navi instead as Giant X. It's LEC's mantra so far this game, but he's the one who's being put to the screws. Poby sitting at 1-4 as well. Powers at 0-4 as LEC is caught by Isma. They dive in with a killer instinct. Lot looking for the counter-strike. Mainta had a flank position, but couldn't land the public execution. Pop Blossom down, only finds 1 hero's entrance coming in as well, as Navi just dive in to die immediately. The hero's exit quickly taken in a body bag. Giant X find another 2 in the red side jungle.
Oh man, it's so tough for Navi. Instantly shut down, instantly one shot, and instantly blown into smithereens as GX try to now move over to this Baron. And I do think this time it might be theirs for the taking.
I think it definitely is. What though?
Oh, danger.
Oh, Paris, you don't want to show your face here. Counter-strike in. Sandy dives forward, trying to take out Jackie. He's trying to get that bounty.
It does seem like GX is the mountain that Navi really needs to be able to climb and ascend, because that is really what's stopping them here as Mainter is being went on by Isma. Jack is coming up here. Nice try block with the cease and desist, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you mechanically try to pivot or
4 pages, and he's just writing in really big letters.
It's true, yeah.
It's just main, 1 letter per character, 1 letter per page, 2 letters per page, sure. I can't do maths. I'm here to talk good, not do the maths. Noah gets taken out by Sandy. Grand Starfall coming in as well for the chase onto Jun. Two-shot rush doesn't quite connect onto a stun target, but still Jun will go down. And the gold lead has been cut dramatically from 9,000. NAVI get a K, and it's down to 8.
Death, taxes, and 80 carries dying on mid waves. You know what's coming. No matter where the game goes, you can always expect an 80 carry to overstep on that mid wave. And now NAVI is really happy. You really need to make the most out of this sequence. Shots there on Noah and really finding a miracle in a very desperate time of need for NAVI.
Spot. It's Sea of Darkness at the moment for NAVI. They have slowed the game down, and the gold lead cut to 7k. They managed to get a Drake as well, which means Giant X aren't on soul point. Noah going in as they dive forward, but immediately they get onto the backline. Paris kills off Jun, and Noah dies as well. The killer instinct, an instinct to die. Instead, it seems NAVI find 2. Jackie's trying to get onto Paris. He gets him with a Storm Surge, and the chains. Lot stepping back in here, as it looks like Giant X want to take the 3v4.
Nice on Jackie's.
Hero's entrance. Jackie's trying to get onto Sunday. Double Distort. Not going to be enough, but with the bolt breaker over, Isma will find it. A counter strike, a counter punch from Giant X. As in a 3v4, they take down 3.
And you have to have sympathy for NAVI. You found a miracle fight. You caught out Noah and Jun, and you thought, okay, we're 5 versus 3. Surely we can push our advantage. Surely we can get 1 ward in the river this game. Surely we can get a little bit of control back, but no. A really well executed fight by Jackie's Isma, and Lot completely nullifies the attempt of NAVI.
Insane bait from Noah and Jun. You just got to give him credit for
man.
Like, I can't believe they thought it all the way through. TP a possibility here for Poby. Grand Starfall towards the mid lane. Jun's going to try and get away. Relech doesn't have flash. I don't think he needs to bait.
In fog of war, picking up Paris first.
Oh.
And here he's back again. No, Paris, no.
Jackie's like...
Baron. Yes, it is indeed started. Now you know what you're going to do about it.
Look at where Jackie's is, man. Just hiding on a control ward. Paris going to step forward. Jackie's still there. Tangle Root's coming out just Paris forward. I mean, Paris has... Oh,
what can it do?
What can he do? Thinking about it. He can die is what he can do. The season this is there for the follow-up. The hero's entrance was stopped by Jun with a wonderful Pop Blossom. Public execution out from Mainter, trying to kill off Noah. Relech will get him in the end.
Mainter is out. He's taking a walk. He's taking a mental health walk right now in the enemy jungle.
He needs to go get some sun.
You get your vitamin D, King. Enjoy it.
Unfortunately, the walk in the sun turned into sunburn as Giant X are going to wrap out this game. 31 minutes long. It's been done for a while, except for a couple of mistakes. And at 12,000 gold lead for GX in an absolute demolition. Jackie's and Isma really put on a show in this game.
I mean, this is the new GX. It's the Isma and Jackie's show, as you highlight. Isma on engage, Jackie's on a burst mage. One more for good measure, you know? Just to really hammer the points in before next game.
Get the soy sauce, man. Paris has been dipped, seasoned, shipped. You're going to send it off to a delivery right now. We'll leave for Anna, whoever you want.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me here. So ahead of this series, Relech said, we're going to stomp them. Anything you wanted to say? No.
I think it's the opposite way, no?
Yeah?
I think it's the opposite way. I mean, I don't know, we play our game, it's working, but it's only one game, right? There was still, you know, like Giant X moment, but at least we are playing, so I'm really happy.
So you're usually the one invading people, but you got invaded this time around.
Yeah, but since I invade people, I know how to react as well, right? So I think it's a bad thing to do to me, but it was a fun game, so it was good.
As you said, one game, we'll see for the rest. I'll let you join your team for now.
Years ago, when he was playing on Team Go, he went 6-3-6 on it.
And he also built Locket of the Iron Solari, so that's very interesting.
I mean, but there was also, what was the support item that you passed? Oh,
he was spotted.
Seen. Pings, question mark.
Take notes.
From Relech. Take notes, says Isma. As he comes across, Jun is moving, as is Noah. There's the fear. Long-range captive audience is going to find its mark as Isma will chase Relech out of the jungle, and Relech has to flash, and Giant X once again living up to their game plan of put the side. Jackie's in the mid lane, who continues to show off this split. Okay. Exhaust down, Dominus Pop, with the splits are coming out as well. Kill him, you say. Chain of Corruption into the piercing arrow. Maitland now has to be careful. Relech comes in, look at that dreaded return pullback. They flash forward, they get it. NAVI kill off the
short avenue in an early game that is tricky to navigate.
Also gives Giant X the first dragon of the game. They got it in game 1, and they won that game. NAVI only a 40% win rate when they don't get that first straight. Curtains open onto Samdi.
And they're close.
The arrow comes out, and as you say, has the chain of corruption as well. LEC has the dreaded return. Can go in. Grim Deliverance ultimate as well. Does make you unstoppable.
Oh, sidesteps the W there from LEC.
There's the Grim Deliverance though, and Lock can't sidestep the auto attacks, man. It was a great sidestep on the dreaded return, but we'll see if they can actually use LEC's advantage too much end, because right now he's being
open behind top.
Paranoia coming out as Lot's going to get chased out towards the top side. There's the charm onto Zehen, but they dive onto Isma. Deadly Flourish coming out as well from Noah as he looks to join the fray.
It's a 5v5.
Jumps in with the Grim Deliverance. Isma able to flash away. Poby looking to go between worlds. Jackie still had the Spirit Rush. Mainter on Lot will take him out in the 1v1. Jun flashing away. Meanwhile, Isma goes down, and NAVI begin to collapse. Wild goes for the double knock-up into the polymorph. Noah having to flash out. And not quite enough damage from Poby with the weirding.
What is the Crocodile doing up in Minnesota? He's right behind the lines there. He chased the Varus so far. I agree with you. Catalyst and Ari, when Jack has been popping off on these burst matches, I don't really know why he goes for this build, because I don't think he's in that big of a danger in this game. The Flourish and then a Genote. Yeah, but will Mainter give Lot the angle here? Because it seems like they're expecting it. Look at Ash and Lulu opening up behind there as well.
There's the angle goes down. Arrow coming out as well as Mainter was looking for the play and might still just make it. Lot almost turned to stone. Tries to answer onto Mainter. The card of course comes out. Powers blocks 2, 3, and 4 blocked by the Lulu.
Yeah. Keep back the moment he has the Rod of Ages, and still won't be a lot of damage coming out of this Ari, and I feel like LEC now feeling really confident.
Oh, Noah. Oh, Dreaded Return doesn't hit. The Paranoia out. There's the Grim Deliverance onto the back line, and Noah goes down. No arc to save him as Isma tries to get an answering kill. Samdi flashes too late. Isma going in with the Dustbringer, chasing onto Paris. Polymorph, and no one's scared of that squirrel. 7-1 now to NAVI.
And LEC is gonna be a monster in this fight. You see why the lane, and it's exactly what GX is looking to set up here. No one is here to defend.
Poby has no TP.
He has flash. Can they get out?
Flash, Spirit Rush. There's the charm follow up, and Isma can't get through the Dominus with the help of Jackie's.
Where's the damage?
It's not there, Finn. It's not there, man. It's like where I check the meters as an Org evoker and say, look, it's not all shown in the details.
No one is getting buffed. There's no scale commander around. I feel like this is...
his ultimate is not still running at this point, as NAVI took a tower in the top lane, tower in the mid lane, and now reset to take the second dragon of the game for themselves. And Giant X, I mean, it's looking a lot like game 1, just with the roles reversed. 7-1, 3k lead. NAVI now the ones on the chase, and Jun doesn't have a way to escape. Poby goes between worlds, and Jun is sent to the next, as NAVI find their 8th kill of the match.
I mean, it's exactly as you highlighted. It's literally the game 1 just reversed. Now it's NAVI.
Also increases the damage.
Yes, it also increases your CDs by 30%.
Paranoia.
Goes out
into the cleanse, into the flash, into the wild growth, and now Isma is on the wrong side of dodge. Good double. Grab coming out from LEC into the encore. Jackie's trying to get in with his Spirit Rush. Grim Deliverance from LEC. Half his health goes, but he's got that passive built up. A good 4th shot from Noah will put him into the Cultivation of War recharge, and Paris dodges everything. The flash from Jackie's all with deception. Finds the damage in the end with a Foxfire. But Paris the only one to fall for NAVI as Noah flashes and gets smited!
Smitten smote! A little kitten has been stopped from going and taking the point.
And Giant X are well and truly down a well without a rope to climb out.
Hey. Rolla is so
win the game is the be-all and end-all, you know, like obviously you want to win the game. But when you are this far ahead in this sort of game state, I think they need to close the game out by 29 minutes. I think that should be the intent. I think they should do it cleanly. They shouldn't lose any more fights. Paranoia going onto the back line as Isma tries to jump onto Samdi, takes him low. That's the first part of the fight lost. Lot looking to piercing out onto Poby, can't quite land it. Noah chased out by Mainter as Poby dashes back with the weirding. Now Paris the new target. And Paris survives! Taken out by the final auto attack. NAVI do win out the fight. Extend their gold lead to 8k, and there's a Baron in their eyes.
And it doesn't matter how many of NAVI they kill, as long as LEC is standing, they will all die in the end. Nice try there by GX, to be honest. They really tried to find an avenue where NAVI was a little bit split. They tried to catch him off guard, but in the end, Navi just walks over and kills them, and that will be the Baron and an eventual potential game-ending push here by Navi.
Yeah, so I still think it should be sub 30 minutes. Like you have
59 minutes,
yeah,
okay,
so I think the important thing is Giant X, when they had a big lead, had a little bit of a throw, right? Noah and Jun got caught a couple of times, and everything slowed down. I want to see Navi win the game without doing that.
Well,
and
great news.
Yeah, the first step to doing that is killing Noah, okay?
Fantastic news. Noah will always bait.
This time the Flood wins, it seems, as Relech is looking for a little bit more. Isma coming in with the Paranoia as well, as the inhibitor tower in mid is low. Paranoia turning off the lights, but it looks like they're going to get switched back on in a second as Mainta able to slice his way towards safety. Second inhibitor tower, Relech flashing forward, and Chun is just popped. Oh God, what is it with enchanters this series? They don't get a moment to breathe. A minute 30 on the clock for Navi here. Can they do it sub 29? I think the answer is
I think you have it, Medic. Isma just end up looking like a faulty electrician there, coming to save the day, but just turning off the lights. And all the health bars are going down.
Can we show this? Is this not like post-watershed sort of stuff? Navi on the Baron push with the 2 waves, a minute remaining. Close out the game and take us to match 3 in this best of 3.
And it's a 13-kill game by Relech. And you heard in Isma, he said you need to shut down Relech if you are to beat Navi. And I think it's safe to say that that did not go according to plan this game.
Navi played to their win conditions incredibly well. We're going to hand it over to the...
So we want to see the Bard and the Xinqiao go to Sylas lane so he can E-on to the Victor and create volatile fights. Because Sylas does not want to be in the mid lane, he wants to fight in the river.
Relech on his way across here. Has that Ishtal's impact.
Look at Relech is here already. He's going for level 3, get the gank.
Behind them. Oh, Noah puts the ward in too late.
He doesn't
Relech is already here. Upheaval, flash, slam into the wall. And Relech finds first blood for Navi. It goes over to Samdi.
And the Scorpion says, get over here, and just puts him into the wall as Paris. Probably going for the hard steal, which is the conventional build. It's now somebody wants to dash forward into Noah.
He just keeps dashing forward. Heal coming out. Look how low Noah is already as the trades continue. Barrier for barrier exchange. Noah having to flash away, and Sunday finds his second of the game. Check his.
That's the reason why they're just good now.
He wasn't this animated when we were in story meeting talking about having this graphic, dude. Apparently it's a huge deal. Well, I trust the 80 carry.
Yeah, I trust him as well. His Mainter is now in danger here. Jackie's with the ult into the wall, but double bar!
Denar back against the wall. Lot and Jackie's abscond up. Duck Lot was not on the same page as this. Needed a couple of autos. Autos the tower a couple of times. Maybe they go in for the trade again. Mainter with the wallop. Lot's tanking it. Jackie's takes it, and Lot thankfully tanking the tower. Able to get Giant X out of that one.
Versus the plated steel caps. Top lane is a chasm right now.
Well, there's a magical journey coming down towards the bot lane to try and shut down Samdi. Isma going forward, Cullen going wide, and Samdi going back to the fountain. Huge shutdown for Noah.
You see the swap coming up here from the Lucian Milio. Actually, on this stacked wave that Gnar has, they really want to get Gnar out of this matchup right now because it's going to be super hard for him to play now.
I mean, I think they want to keep him in the matchup for a second. Ishtal's impact knocked back from Lot. Dashes away, the Impale still finds him, and Isma realizes there is no help for Lot. Turns to stone as Samdi gets his third of the game.
Wave push out here, and be in a pretty good spot as Lot doesn't have TP. Mainta will push this wave and then TP back and kind of lane lock Lot. It's gonna be a bit awkward for this Jace now. Taking those 2 tower shots really doesn't.
They're gonna die.
Favors. This is a 2v2 dive.
Noah has the barrier. Samdi looking for Jun, tries to get behind him. Breath of Life comes out from Paris, and death comes to Jun. As Noah now underneath the tower, he's going to try and trade back, but Paris can't do it because Paris tanks it perfectly. Navi with a 2v2 double in the bot side.
That's aura. That's pure compare potatoes and tomatoes, okay? That's a different thing.
But they rhyme! Can't we compare them, Finn?
Let's see, Mainter is going to take the base around the bot. This bot tower will slowly fall. Really, really slowly. I don't think he's going to end up getting it. Yeah, somebody's going to push up top here. Because of the grubs, the trade is super nice. I think that... I mean, in general, in Pollution, if you play against a lot of range, you go for the rapid fire. But if you go against mediums, you go Flicker Blades. So now they're looking onto the pop here, but he has a lot of boys behind him.
A magical journey into an immediate flash out from Isma. Jun still holding on to his flash and doesn't burn it to escape. The Tempered Fate, well, I'm afraid the cards came up with death for Jun.
Might be
the
a flash.
slow from the Boomerang. Isma goes back in, looking for Paris. Manta with a good Nav against the wall. TP behind as Poby puts down the gravity field. Lot trying to get out of it, but still stunned up. Noah here as well. A 4v3 beginning to develop for Giant X. Manta flashing away. Here comes Sumdi. They're going to turn it around as Lot pulls low. Poby's still on the chase. With the Ray, Sumdi coming in as well with the culling as Isma dives in. They don't even need Skarner until this moment as LEC has pincered them with his pincers. A great double for Poby. Jackie's the only one of the first 5 remaining standing. Jun came back to life and almost had to sacrifice it to keep Jackie's alive.
I mean, I love how Navi are opening their lanes. They're constantly opening behind silence here as Jackie's might look for something on the Paris with an Arnold, but just ends up dying without an Arnold, and that's a shot.
On an Aatrox or a Zehen or something, right? LEC has been, obviously the level 3 gank was amazing as Paris almost caught out with that Tempered Fate. LEC now the target of Isma. Culling not really doing as much damage as somebody would like, but they begin to turn it around.
It's going to be a mega
Impale coming out as LEC pulls back. Jackie's into the middle of the team. He's going to try and lock it out. Manda looking for that Gnar on the backline, can't find it, but Poby now on a killing spree as his enemy mid laner has fallen. And Na'Vi, again, it's Giant X pulling the trigger, and Na'Vi turning the barrel of the gun right back at them. They find another kill.
You saw Jackie's fought there. He was
Mistweaver, man, dear God. I've seen Mistweavers do more damage than that. If he had a spinning crane kick, he'd be doing a lot more, right?
Just looking for Isma. Isma does have flash.
Gets onto Isma. Meanwhile, the rest of the team needs to be a bit careful. Poby's going to go down. He gets the Seeker's Arm Guard off just in time and then manages to escape. Poby walks out of it, but now they don't have their mid laner. LEC with an Impale back. Manta trying to keep people at bay. Lot's going to take one. Noah falls for it, but the 80 carries on the floor. The chase continues as LEC across the wall with the upheaval, looking for a little bit more. Cosmic Binding. Manta with a good jump out.
And this shows exactly why this Skarner is so important for the Navi comp. I will hold my breath as maybe we have a Dragon start here. The fight might not be over just yet.
Yeah, Isma, Wind becomes lightning to pull the Dragon out. LEC still looking for the flank position. No ultimates available for anyone on Na'Vi right now.
They don't have the Lucian with so many items. Mainter's trying to stack his Mega a little bit as Poby is back.
Jackie's gets his hijack back. Who's he going to steal? What's he going to take?
So the Gnar ult is not available right now, I'm quite sure, unless... Actually, it's a very short
where Lot is? Lot's trying to catch the Lucian as he comes back out, but he doesn't manage to do it. He was spotted by a sweeping Scryer's Bloom, I believe. As the Drake goes down to Na'Vi, and now Lot, who is behind enemy lines, is quickly put in a body bag. Na'Vi find another. And with the enemy top laner dead, perhaps a Baron on the menu.
It's a bold attempt by him, but I think when you do it, you gotta commit to it. Because I think you just gotta stay there and wait for the Lucian, because now he was kind of half doing it. He was camping for the Lucian, and it was like, oh, we're getting off Dragon, oh, I kind of gotta get back. And then you actually just run into the enemy team after retreating from Dragon, so... A little bit of a head scratch now as Navi will look to take the Dragon Baron, and I don't think Shincha will be there to steal it.
A 5k lead, a soul point.
Marked by Mainter. Noah stepping up on his mid-wave, but this mid-wave does not really matter if you just want to sit in the river to start it as the cooling comes out on Noah.
Yeah, just looking for chip damage. You get Noah down to half HP or something, it's huge right at the start of a fight like this. Jackie's trying to step forward, LEC coming in as well as Isma dives forward. That's not the best time to go in. Gnar stolen away from Jackie's, but can't land the Abscond. Duck pulled back with the Impale. There's a good Gnar on the back line, but Sumdi will fall first. Poby, though, with Mainter, jumps onto Giant X's backline themselves. A great Gnar into Poby, just ripping through them all. And with Inishtal's impact, LEC's impact will be felt. The Mikhail's no Crucible to save you. LEC takes a double, and Na'Vi will take a double in this best of 3 and close out the series.
Fantastic gameplay from Na'Vi all in all. You see everything is used to shut down the Lucian, but that's when Poby and Mainter steps up, picking up the pace and cleaning up the fight at the back end after all the resources was put on the Lucian, who ends up falling but will be victorious. Medic.
Huge from Na'Vi, going to claim second spot in the LEC after 5 series. We'll see if they can maintain it over the next few weeks, but what a start for the second half of their split. Huge from Na'Vi. disappointment, I think, for Giant X.
Absolutely, and this is the first roadblock in Giant X's journey this spring, so we want to see how they bounce back on this, because their schedule is not easy coming up.
Yeah.
But I really want to highlight how well and cleanly NAVI navigated these mid-games. The fact that they were shifting so well, opening on the sidelines where GX was trying to make a play, and just always having the foresight of being at the place where the play was taking place.
Yeah, really nice stuff all around from NAVI. You can vote for one of them, Kia Player of the Series, vote Mainta.
In SK draft, Bard kinda OP into Yasuo with Nocturne, so Pantheon cannot like, oh, I will match Nocturne, but no, Bard is there as well. It's also winning bot. Bard can always...
That or hard steal, right? We do not know.
Still, dude.
Like, I think it kinda makes sense to not die into Nocturne Aura, to be honest. I respect it, but he will just have low damage. He probably don't do any damage in early fights right now.
You see trades happening in the mid lane. Leader going between worlds as they look for Skewman, who has to flash away. Dashes back in with the shield bolt. Caps will get one in response. Has 3 Spirit Rush charges if you want to chase Schemes any further here. Using the Foxfire for that extra damage. Gets out of the Fear Tether. Another Spirit Rush. Has 1 more left. Needs to land a charm. Good Shroud of Darkness out of Schemes. Makes it a 1-for-1 in mid. He keeps Caps around. Caps is used to having Mickey in his lane, obviously.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think Caps is used to having most supports in his lane.
But I think I will be happy as a lover right now. Bard is half HP, no mana.
Oh, flash!
Oh my
never mind! They go in! Perhaps engaging now would not be the right choice as we have roast beef for SK.
And Pirates, are you still happy if you're LeBron? Okay, can I get an update there 10 seconds later?
Not anymore.
That's your first caster curse ever.
Yeah.
I think that you should be proud of this very moment. Caster curse has still been very active on the map, catching out both LeBron and Caps. And Leader still keeping the pressure up, still landing those chunks and keeping Caps in lane.
Floating, and I agree with you. But that is kind of the only purpose of a ship, right? Float and move somewhere.
Yeah, man.
So right now it is doing its purpose. As the charm comes out, they look for the Paranoia on towards the back line. Fear Tether's still going to go off here. No flash, no escape left for Skewmond as Caps still has 2 Spirit Rush charges available to him. Wonder with that Hyperproc taking a lot of Caps' HP, who just wants to clear out the way.
Strong laning by Wunder as Skeens. You're on a pink ward, buddy. I do not know if you're aware of it.
Might just be a bait, though. Mickey looking for Labrov. Cosmic Binding against the wall there. That's a pixel that I didn't know existed. Smite comes out from Skewmon as he takes the red buff. Yoppa trying to get across as well.
Look at Leader.
Has the flash. Leader's on his way across. Skewmon now caught out behind enemy lines. Goes in with a shield bolt. There is the weirding to dodge the charm knockback. And now Labrov is not in the best of shapes. Hun Summer caught with a Tempered Fate. Can Yoppa get here? Labrov is going further forward, looking for Caps. Chain of Corruption as well. Shut down for G2. Yoppa was unable to join in time, and because of that, with the fact that Leader can chunk him out in a side lane, and then you have a Tempered Fate and a Paranoia follow-up. TP coming out. Grand Star falling as well. Yeah, Leader. I'm afraid that's not where you want to be, as Skewmon takes the kill, gets his first of the game.
Now
Meanwhile,
is there a cross map here?
they go in with the Paranoia onto Broken Blade, who's going to flash away. Mickey chasing in with a Magical Journey as well. They need to be careful because LeBron is on that flank. Cosmic Binding not going to hit. Chain of Corruption for here. Yes, yeah. And we need the couple of brothers. Leader looking for Caps. Dragon taken by G2, and the gold lead that was 2K a couple of minutes ago. Arthritis in his fingers. Can't expect him to hit that. Now Skewmon goes in with the shield bot. Chain of Corruption there for the follow-up, and Mickey is just done for. G2 constantly finding picks, and
they have 3 more games, so a game win against, or a series win against G2 would be monumental, obviously, for their chances. Let's see the Gnar into stun, into
Paranoia, into Cosmic Binding. Really nicely done there by SK. Grand Starfall coming in with a TP as well, though they need to be careful because LeBron is on the flank. Good Cosmic Binding again for Mickey, and he might just sacrifice himself for the good of the cause. A top lane for support, so the trade you take for SK, you got a Grand Starfall and a TP out of it as well.
I mean, it's a 1-for-1, but the Aurora is pushing bot for free.
Some of his gold schemes almost at that second completed item, but again, it feels like with the game pace, macro always exists, but you guys know what I mean, as the Tempered Fate from Mickey doesn't find Caps. Wonder's still chasing. Boomerang will get the slow. Cosmic Binding doesn't get the clip. And there's the charm onto the Gnar. Headbutt Pulverize out of LeBron, and Wonder goes pop. And the Chain of Corruption piercing arrow. G2 CC chain just too good.
Just Caps, man. His movement is way too good. Sidesteps the Tempered Fate without ulting. Sidesteps the Cosmic Binding there, and then Wunder is like, okay, we should get his ult at
Grand
least.
Starfall behind enemy lines here. There's the charm again with the Spirit Rush forward. G2 find another TP from Leader, but only goes towards the top side. Schemes going in with the Paranoia, and the immediate clap back by G2. They lose their cow, but they'll take the Nocturne for it. Yoppa dodges away from the charm, still uses the cleanse, expecting to be hit, and Skewmon's here. Yoppa There be monsters in your jungle. You can't step forward there. Too greedy from the AD carry out of SK after seeing his team die around him. Decided to sacrifice himself on the altar too.
The jungle is gets a chunk now. We do have Baron in the back of G2. Let's see how they use it. Sending Caps now top to hold against Wunder, as now they're looking mid.
Paranoia just goes forward. Tempered Fate will stop the last breath. Cosmic Binding not going to find the sun, and with Caps here, Yopper short to die. You have to feel Caps takes it. Between worlds goes leader. But his friends have been sent to the afterlife.
Thunder Sky and Yasuo. I mean, it's true. It blocks Thunder Sky's first out. Okay,
it's true. I mean, that is true.
Big damage reduction. It's a bit sad for Wunder, I think, seeing the solo laners of G2 make montages 2v4. I think he remembers those days fondly as he's pushing his little silent towers, but now he's
okay. So it's a 3v4. It's a 3v4. LeBron flashes onto Leader. Chain of Corruption doesn't get the stun. The trample does come out. Leader forced away. Now it's a 4v1 as Mickey is caught out going a bit too deep. And with Broken Blade TPing in, G2 might just look to end it here. 25 minutes on the clock. Yopper, oh, the Steel Tempest almost clips his heels, doesn't quite do it. Baron buff up for the next 50 seconds.
Oh, they want to try something here. I don't know if this is the real play to go for. It's barely a normal wave here, no cannon minions to siege with, but they really want out for blood here. Maybe we're waiting out. Look at
Labrov walked all the way around him, man. Goes for Yopper. No last bet follow-up. Wunder with a 4-man gnaw. And now G2 are on the retreat. The Windwall coming out. Paranoia goes in as well as Wunder gets the kill onto Skewmon. G2 are going to try and turn it around as Skeens goes down. The Tempered Fate hits no one. Labrov falls low and Hun Summer follows him. The flank from the Alistair was not too consequential in the end as G2 lose 3 and SK bite back in this game.
Labrov is smiling. He knew that was a Sven flank as Mickey may be in danger here.
Oh, Mickey, man. Like, you know someone's doing the red buff and you're still like, I can Cosmic Binding.
Maybe 5k gold down almost.
That makes sense. And two extra Drakes, like, we don't always talk about the value of individual Drakes, but they are still pretty powerful in and of their own right as LeBron looks for Yopper. There's the Paranoia follow-up. Wunder's on the flank. Okay. LeBron with the knockback onto Skeens. Mikhails gets him out of the charm and SK get another kill. LeBron.
Flash combo with it. He's going to react to it.
He has a locket and Mikhail's on CD right now. So there we go. LeBron goes in. Last breath for the follow-up. Tempered Fate. Leader caught in there. Ground Starfall onto the backline. Great charm onto Leader who tries to get away with Between Worlds. Paranoia onto the backline. The Skeens falls low as well. Wunder looking to the nine into the wall. Only finds one with a stun. Yopper trying to open up, but he just doesn't have the damage to get through Caps. A triple for Caps looking to make it 4. He'll take down Mickey for the Quadra, and the Penta is on the horizon. Caps on the chase. Yopper tries to escape, but Caps finds the Penta. 9-1 and 6 on the Army to close out the game.
I told him.
Yeah, deciding they didn't quite have enough time to push all the way through the Nexus. A couple of pings coming out on the ward that Leader could TP to. He's going down towards the
They want to approach this eventual fight that will be happening.
Yeah.
So I want to see some flanks here. Look at this ward that I'm going to highlight right here. This ward. This ward, as I'm successfully drawing, this will make or break. Make him play like a crazy man, because you do have the Pantheon ult. You do have a lot of backup should they go on him.
Elder Drake has been begun by G2. Caps looking for Charm. Shroud of Darkness coming out from Skeens. Yopper and Mickey on the flank now. Elder Drake down to the 8,000 as they go for the all in onto Yopper, who can make chaos out of it between worlds. Goes Leader, knocked up immediately, trying to survive invisible here. Wunder charmed as he jumps in with the Mega Gnar and can't get that ultimate off. Yopper being caught out by Broken Blade as well, who's forced to dash away. Wunder falling low. Caps takes him. Another Spirit Rush for Caps. Good couple Cosmic Binding. Yopper dashing away. Caps on the flank again. And Mickey meets his maker. A double for Caps as Skeens will be put into the GA. A Spirit Rush available for Caps. He makes it a triple. The only reason it's not a double Penta is, well, Skewmon takes that one and Leaders run back to the fountain.
And in the end, the fight happens that we expected. Eventually, SK crumbles to the team fight composition that is G2. They could not have ended the game via side lanes, but when it comes to the team fights, they are unmatched. And it's led by Caps and Ari, a 12-1-8 performance with a pentakill to boot and a clean 1-0 victory.
SK went out to an early lead, but G2 didn't really give them anything for the rest of the game. G2 1-0 up. Took them a little bit longer than they'd like. We'll see if they can speed things up for game 2.
So I do wonder where we go for draft now, because the Yasuo is taken out from leader by BP. So we're now gonna send it to Jack. That's gonna break down G2's match.
SK have an interesting comp for sure. They have quite a bit of range. The only thing that kind of frightens me is they don't have a whole lot of front line, and it's hard for them to really go in.
On the LeBlanc, and then you make him kill his own Nami.
Oh.
See, that's what I was thinking. It's a little bit like Renata, I guess, but that's just auto attack.
I see the vision. I am also very happy you are not a champion designer, as Leader goes for all in here.
Ring of Frost for the root. Cap still has flash.
Whoa!
Oh,
Mind control! Sexpec has entered the LEC.
And a good start to both their
Not
games.
too shabby from SK Gaming in early game. But now Wunder has an angry man with a spear behind him, but BB's quite low in mana. But going in like that, you
BB
are
goes
in danger.
all out. Wonder tries to get the knockback, looking for the autos with the shield from Broken Blade. With that audacity, Wonder flashes, BB flashes at the right time. And there's the knockup from the 3 talent strike. Skewmon gets G2 on the board in game 2.
Nice gang by Skewmon, gives BB a little bit of breathing room in his matchup. Really close there. Wunder got one more round attack in. But
Yopper's flashing forward as well. Hansama flashes away. It was close, but in the end, G2 win out on this war of the flashes. Skeen's looking for Skewmon, who doesn't have a flash of his own. Cataclysm available. BB like, okay, I'll leave you, and then perhaps I can TP back in, but my TP's on cooldown, by the way, Skew. As Skeen's continues to trade, Dragon Strike doesn't connect.
Wait!
The flag comes
He's gaming!
No, the extra movement, the extra attack speed for Skeens is enough, man.
No,
Gets
he
the
was
flash in.
gaming. He had his tunnel already. He was ready to win enjoyers. He didn't watch movement.
So I did for a little bit, but Oh, Frozen Tomb coming out.
Broking.
Glacial path forward. Leader still looking for the chase. Chains onto him though. There's the root. Leader.
Flash! It's the Grog solo kill by Leader. Huge play on the Caps. Caps just got solo killed by Leader. Rattling. And snakes are rattling.
Skeens.
Yeah. Skeens.
Skewmon is here as well. Broken Blade looking to try and find the collapse. No flash on either of the junglers. TP onto the flag. No Frozen Tomb for Leader. Cataclysm down. Skewmon looking to trade with the Crescent Guard. TP taking a long time to join, but with the Glacial Path going forward. Wonders secured the kill. Leader is even there. Caps gets one in response. Both junglers down. Yopper trading down towards the bottom side. Cardaway's going to get the double knockup. A Wild goes for knockup counter though. Babylon on Summer will be enough to keep him alive as Mickey flashes and can't get in range past the Valkyrie. And then Mickey dies to LeBron. Hans and LeBron on basically no HP. Wonder also fall on the top side of the map.
What's happening? G2 just killing them everywhere on the map. That looks so good for SK. I loved that TP play on the Jarvan flag.
Pear-shaped for SK after they had leads in most lanes early on, but Yopper losing out on the trades down towards the bottom side. Glacial path forward, LeBron here. The jump from Caps onto Leader. Mickey here for a bit of defense. Polymorph down. Leader 2 chains on him as LeBron takes the kill, and Mickey once again looks for the chase onto Caps, but Skewmon's here to really put his face down in the dirt. Acrovism doesn't land. Caps gets the chains though, and Mickey has no escape route. LeBron with the double. Huge Nami now, 3-0-1.
And it's went from bad to worse. Squad Skewman now gonna go for the Wolves. Just gonna vacuum clean that entire bot side. Do some.
Is this not just the most quintessential SK early game you've ever seen in your life? As Cataclysm goes down, Yopper gets the shot down there, which is actually huge for him.
LeBron had a shot on him, but he was 3-0-1 in Tuna. Now just drop a munched up here, Wunder. You gotta be careful, my man. There's an angry Dane coming behind you.
Let's see what Wonder can do to try and escape the clutches of Caps.
It's a great flash.
That wasn't the best. Chain's gonna come out. Wonder's gonna get rooted up. He tries to trade back in, but you can't trade into that. It's G2 get another. That goes to Caps, 3-2 now. And he's gonna take 1 minion away from Broken Blade just to add a little bit extra gold.
Yeah, Broken Blade,
wants to
no
keep it
flash
going.
on Wunder. He has Ice from Dauntless. Ooh, nice
There's the
sidestep.
slow, good sidestep as you say. Wonder looking to keep himself away from the
about
wall.
W.
Sits in the pixel. Good knockback onto Broken Blade, who flashes for more. Caps on his way across. Wonder no escape. And Caps will take it with Electrocute in the end. Win rate on this champ.
I mean, he's just everywhere on the map. He's just always finding these angles on people on the side and stepping a little bit too far forward. And a good TP by BP finds
Tidal Wave coming out. Yopper flashing forward for LeBron, who doesn't have heal or flash himself. Skeens coming in from the side. You got to take the fight. Cataclysm. Hansama gets away. Skeens chases him, and Hansama survives. Oh, it's the SK fallacy. Sunk cost after sunk cost. They go for more, and in the end, it's G2 who come out on top.
It's a disaster now, BB. Oh no, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, BB.
Across the wall. Wonder with the U-moves, can't trade in.
Oh, he would dash into the wall.
Yeah,
the wall was
unfortunate for BB.
too fat, but still, cheeky play by BB denied a little bit of the wave there with the going all out. As he'll probably just push out here and take a nice juicy base or even a nice juicy tower.
Oh, you just take the tower in his face, no? Okay, decides against it. Thinks he's going to clear it out with the accelerated shot blast. Hansama Valkyrieing forward onto leader. Could go back in here. Frozen Tomb out. Polymorph for the follow-up, but Hansama quickly regrets his decision.
God, Joppa's belly is full of so much tuna right now. He's so fed. 2 shutdowns, first on the Nami, now on the Corki. He is actually super...
And the rest of the world.
So what is it? Is Hermes the Greek name and Mercury the Roman name? I'm pretty sure.
Most of those gods are kind of one and the same.
Yeah,
let's be
exactly,
honest.
yeah.
His leader is going to catch out Caps. Frozen Tomb into the distortion away. Skeens here on the chase. Caps dashes back, dashes across.
The Civic
No Caps. Cataclysm it again, Caps. In the end, Skeens and leader teaming up, knowing there was only one place Caps could really jump at that point. Dashes back. Still another tower going over to G2. Skeens is waiting. Caps distorts, and now we go. Caps the second distort, still has the flash as well. Caps will use it. Cataclysm for the follow-up. Leader try to get in range, has to flash in the middle of the Cataclysm.
Right on the 18 mark.
Kill. Okay, Hans and Lebrov. Come on, Lebrov. You get both these kills. It's the most kills Nami has ever got in the LEC. Leader.
Skeens has left the building.
Half forward, tidal wave. Leader's dodging it all, as you say. Skeens is just, he's just pieced out, man. It's like, okay, you're on your own for this one. As, Broken Blade stepping forward here. Is flanked by Leader. As SK look to continue
sidestep.
finding the kills. Good sidestep on the Q3.
I don't think
on
he's
his way
taking
across.
damage.
Yeah, but Yanava's on his way down, and Yanava does do a little bit more damage as BB trying to survive through this. Skemon's going to leave him. Yoppa looking for the kill. BB trying to trade onto leader, but won't be able to. Yoppa gets the shutdown. Well, because it felt like G2 were just going to, like, Caps was getting ahead, they were going to run away with the game.
Yeah.
That's no longer the case. Like, leader is back to 1,000 gold ahead as they dive onto Yoppa. Tidal Wave doesn't quite connect. Cataclysm on Hansama, and Lebrob's going to lock them in there. TP's coming in behind. Counter TP as well from G2 as Broken Blade looks for leader, who is stunned up, locked up. Glacial Path gets him out, though. Another order from Hansama is enough to get the kill. Meanwhile, Caps is TP behind them. Never mind. We can laugh, we can meme, we can joke all we want, because the SK fallacy rings true once again. G2 find 4 kills for nothing!
And it's just out of nowhere, Medic. Winner's gonna try to TP out there, but the chain and the burst,
He gets out.
it gets out. But it will be Baron after a 4 for nothing from G2. They find the angle.
The game is not going to be decided by a Dragon Soul, you have to think. Instead, they're going to use this Corki to push through top side and then try and play for that top lane tier 2.
Well, it's not a bad deal for SK.
A little bit, as you say.
But still, SK denied 2 minutes of Baron potentially being taken.
Yeah,
so he wants to go for a hero steal. He could loop around there, but it's so scary. You don't know which bush Caps is sitting in. You see the vision toggle.
That's actually big. They know where Caps is, so Skeens can try and flag and drag across the wall. 7,000 on the Baron. Broken Blade trying to keep him at bay. 5,000 on it now as Leader and Caps continue to trade. Vision in the pit from the flag. Skeens puts down another one. 3K on the Baron. Looking for the reset. Goes in. Flag and drag. Cataclysm. Smite lands. And it's Skumon that gets the Baron. And Skeens pays for it with his life. Wonder trying to go in as well. Almost takes down Hansama, but just can't quite do it. Reset coming out for Mickey.
Mickey.
Oh no.
Oh! The sigil of malice will connect.
It got rid of Mickey's home guards, and Mickey's like, okay, I'll go back. I'll get my home guards back. It's fine.
Kudos.
Meanwhile,
Leader is
getting
being
caught
went
out.
on.
Has to use a Frozen Tomb onto Skumon, but the chase will continue.
Oh, he has the
until
audacious
morale
charger.
improves. Splash away from Leader.
Almost gets the EW there, but Leader flashes out. Being went on.
Skeens is looking for the flank. Couldn't find it. As you say, Yoppa is at 4 items. If SK are going to have a hope, it's through that AD carry. Has so often been. His pentakill on Ezreal, what got them into the series last week. But here, G2 pushing through 2 lanes. Baron up for the next minute. And in those 60 seconds, SK got to find something. Wild goes to the knock him on Summer. Cataclysm as well for the follow-up. Look at Joppa. They just don't have the damage. Joppa is very low on HP, down to half healed up. Where's the rest of the damage? Joppa trying to run through them. But Skumon and Caps put him in a body bag. Wonder if Mickey left alive. Not for much longer, you gotta feel. LeBron gets his 4th kill! Tied for the most kills on Nami in the LEC is G2. Take the 2-0 versus SK.
And the health bars were low, but SK's chance of winning this game is even lower. as they go to 2 and 5 after a dominating performance by G2 and a masterclass by Cabs once again on Blanc after getting solo kill. But we don't talk about that. So really beautiful play, honestly.
Yep.
Slow
Both
games
games
today from G2. They really came in respectful of SK. They didn't really give them any angles in the mid to late game to kind of cheese their way back, except for that Alistar flank in game 1.
Yeah, tried to be clean when they could. You can vote for one of them in your key players.